And I look like a Dragon Ball Z character with the hair. I am one actually, but I can't tell you which one. But not Dragon Ball Z, but one of those characters with all the Asian artists don't always draw Asians. Sometimes they draw manga with the big eyes. So yeah, I'm one of the manga stars. Do you know which one? I don't look exactly like him because I'm out of shape, but I want to. Yeah, I think I'm only one manga star. It's on my face. Oh, it's on the screen. Yeah, so I'll get there one day. Manga. Probably do some hentai. Yeah, one day. I'm 6 million years old. I turned to fireballs. Yeah, just recapping last night's video. I got one view, which is pretty good. It went off like a rocket around the world. One view. Yeah, no, it's good. Better than none. Or no views. It's better. So at least I got the one. So it's one down. Telling me there's a chance. No, yeah, like the whole thing about, meeting your soulmate and, well, the thing is, when I was at uni, I had this idea I'd meet, my true love or someone I didn't know about, oh, excuse me. I didn't know about soulmates or anything. I didn't really think about that. I just thought about meeting sort of true love, like, I suppose a bit caught up in the whole Disney sort of fantasy a little bit. But yeah, I was pretty just normal, down to earth kid. I just low self esteem with my body. Like didn't feel attractive. I felt I was too long and tall and gangly, and sort of my face. I'd go home on the train. I'd look at my face. I looked really dark under the eyes, and I probably looked nice in the train. But when I looked in the mirror, I didn't like the reflection. So I'd always think I looked bulgy and ugly and stupid. But I was quite a good-looking young man, really. When you think about it, I just hadn't had the girlfriend I needed to really spruce me up, groom me up into a beautiful specimen. I was just more like, I'm still the same. I'm still like that. I've just put on a bit of weight, but got a bit older. But yeah, I just haven't blossomed or bloomed. Or I suppose women blossom, men bloom, don't they? Men are like a rose. Women are like blossom on a tree. Like fruit. So yeah, so I just haven't got to that point where I've met a wife to bloom into something beautiful for the world. I feel beautiful on the inside, and I feel my world's beautiful. And I love my body, and I love the person I am and everything, but my shape, I can't, like I can do exercise and sort of strengthen my muscles and lose a bit of flab, but the shape will still be not quite right. I'm still not in the right shape of a lover, which is what I should be. Like a lover, I should be in that shape, rather than just more like, what shape you call me? More like, I know people say Oompa Loompa or something, but no, more like a shape of sort of like a scientist, physicist or something, which I'm not really, I'm not really into it that deeply. So I'm more just a lover. I just want a partner and just enough science and physicists and computers and that just to get a decent job. But maybe I'll branch off into something else. I'm thinking of studying something else after this diploma. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what yet, but it's sort of like everyone else. I go through life, if plans don't work out, I try something new. I don't give up. So I tried naturopathy, that didn't really work out. Or as I say, naturopathy. Yeah, I've tried different things. Like when I was young, I tried being a mechanic. I couldn't handle the cold. It was freezing. I just couldn't bear getting up that early and freezing cold and work on metal parts with my hands. So I saw the mechanics' hands are absolutely fucked. So I was like, I don't want to do that, damage all my hands. And might sound a bit wimpy, but they probably don't do that these days. But back when I was young, they sort of didn't care about how abused your body was in the cold. And it was only last like 2 or 3 hours of the morning, like from 6 till 9 or whatever, but till the sun sort of really come up strong. But still too cold for me. I couldn't handle it. So yeah, I've tried different things, McDonald's, and I went through the mental health stuff. So I tried being a support worker, and I don't really like that. I don't like working for people who should be friends who are suffering and profiting from it. I'd rather just be a friend to someone and listen to them, and confide in them, and just um, make them feel better being a friend rather than getting paid to be a worker to patronise them. You know? I don't know. So the thing that you need when you're unwell like that is friends. You know, if you don't have friends, if you just got workers around you who don't care about you. Like a lot of people I've met, I've liked, but they're just workers, and you don't see them again, and you think, well, what does that do? It doesn't do anything, does it? So sort of maintains your unwellness, but it doesn't get you better, you know. So so I just like being a friend to whoever comes my way. I don't mind what they've got wrong with them. If I can help them feel better, it's fine. If I can't, well, we'll just go for coffee or whatever, do whatever. But yeah, I'll do whatever people enjoy. So, but doesn't mean I'm out looking for invalids to try and lift up and feel better. I'm not like that. I just like friends with anyone. It doesn't matter if you got something wrong with you or not. You know, if you're just regular person working with a family, I like friends like that as well. So whatever. I like my own family too. Like I'd like to meet a partner and have a couple of kids of my own. So to know all those joys and happiness from all that, and give my niece and nephew, a couple of cousins would be good. I've got some from the other side of the family, Paul's side, but on our side they got no cousins. I think, oh, it'd be nice to have some cousins. Um, I don't know if my other sister will ever get her ass in a year, but she probably doesn't want to anymore. I still want to. I still feel virile and happy and energetic and enthusiastic about life to do all those things. So I don't feel like I'm too old. I feel really young, really. I feel like I'm just starting out in life all the time. Doesn't even bother me age. I feel like I just live forever. It doesn't matter. Find some way to move on, don't you, at the end of your life? Maybe I'll just become a god and rise up and disappear into the ether or something. Might fly away an angel. Don't know. Something will happen. So I believe it will. So that's a long way away. That's 100 years away. Well, I've given myself 300 years in my life to achieve what I want to achieve. So I should be able to get it all done by then. People have tried to set me back, and I'm like, no, I'll give myself more time, I think. So yeah, like soulmates, like when I was at uni, and I sort of felt that feeling like that person out there who always thought about me gave up on me and sort of left. And that's when I just felt like, oh, maybe there is no one for me. I just didn't really believe it anymore. And that's a few months later, then I got taken to that rave party and went through all that mental health stuff. So it's funny how I sort of gave up on love and then all that happened to me. So yeah, I won't do that again, give up on love. I'll always believe it's out there for me somewhere. So no matter what. Uh, might be a wife, it might be Might be a few girlfriends who just hang out, you all get together. I like that, just live with a few girls and just all, you know, have parties and have fun together and watch movies and whatever, go to the beach. I like the idea of just having, that's why I don't really want a motorbike. I like the idea of having 3 girlfriends and having a car and cruise around, you know. I suppose you don't sort of say that over the internet, but who cares? I get one view, it doesn't matter, does it? You don't really want someone in the middle passenger seat in the back, do you? So you have two girls in the back on either side, one in the front, and me driving. Or we can swap around or go for a road trip or share the driving. I think the old Peugeot's good enough to do a trip around Australia. It's a pretty good little car. I think it would take the distance, you know. Just got to watch all the potholes. It doesn't have a big ride height on the suspension, but tires are still pretty thick. They're not the real thin ones, so that's pretty good. It takes the bumps, you know. I left my amplifier on, bugger. I always forget something overnight. I don't know why I forget things. Yeah, I thought I switched it off. Anyway. Yes, that's my little blog for the morning. From Fireball Z or whatever I am. Dragon Ball Fireball. I'm some sort of wizard or something in not a sorcerer. What's that wizard one? I think I'm the wizard with the big cape. In Dragon I can't remember the series what it's called. I used to watch it when I had news groups on my computer. I used to download a lot of anime movies through news groups and then reassemble the files because they were just free data. You could get free data pipe through Telstra news groups. So I don't know if they do that anymore, but now it's all unlimited data plans. You can just do what you like, I suppose. Not sure I can run a server, but I thought I'd try running one on that computer and just have a little website just with some basic videos and that. I don't want to have too much content because it will just run up the server, my internet too much. But I don't want to bog it down if we've got lots of people logging onto my website. But I'm just thinking of how much it would cost to run a computer 24/7. You know, just keep it running. I don't know. I'll have to get a little tester to test the kilowatts, hours, see how much it will cost. I don't know how much power is per kilowatt hour. So that's 1,000 watts per hour. How much that costs to run? It's probably like 1 cent or something per kilowatt hour. I don't know how much it costs. Yeah. I suppose, you know, a house probably pumps out, what would it pump out? 20 kilowatt per hour or something? I don't know. Depends what you got running. I can't do the maths in my head. But might be something like 200 for all I know, but it's 1,000 watts per hour. I don't know. I can't figure it out right now, but I can look it up online. There'll be something on there. But yeah, going back to that whole giving up on, you know, soulmates, you know, I suppose after that I went through mental health. I sort of met what I thought was my soulmate, and I didn't know that at first. I thought, who is this person? She's so much like me, and I love everything about her, and you know, she sort of like felt like she took all my pain away. It just disappeared when I met her, and I just felt like my normal self. Before that, I was suffering, you know. I didn't know why that was. Why I just felt so brand new around her, and I didn't feel like I had to try to impress her. She just sort of liked me for who I was, and it was a beautiful feeling. But it's just sad I was suffering. I didn't meet her when I was well. We could have been good friends at least. It's just sad we didn't stay together as friends at least. But yeah. I mean, soulmate. As long as you're together, you can be anything really. If you both sort of believe in the same sort of things, because you sort of complement each other. But just because of her age, she was under her mother's sort of care. I had to do what her mother wanted as well. I couldn't just do what she wanted. So she'd sort of argue with her mother, and then her mother would get away, and then nothing would sort of, like, she wanted to help me put the shopping away, and the mother didn't want her to, so we couldn't sort of spend time to ourselves. So yeah, it would have been nice just to get to know her more personally, but I only got to know her a little bit. I felt like we shared the same dreams, because when she sort of would be playing, she'd go, "Come and play," I'd go out and play, and we'd play sort of movie games, like we were pretending to be characters in movies, like, and we sort of acted out, like the movies together, and it was good fun, but felt like I was in sort of a foreign film, sort of romantic, sort of innocent little sort of movie when I was around her, and like she'd ride off on her bike all excited after seeing me, and yeah, it just felt beautiful, like that movie. I think it's The Blue Bicycle or Yellow Bicycle or something. There's two people in love, they ride bicycles and stuff. Yeah, it's just I wasn't well. I was really, really fearful, really upset. Couldn't just be myself. It took 15 years of heartbreak to get over that. Just totally decimated my life. Just they sort of said they didn't want me around, and I don't know if she ever said she didn't want me around, but her mum said she didn't want me to see her and to forget about them. And I just, this voice shot out of my chest when I put the phone down. I was like, what have I done? I was just screaming at the top of my lungs. I couldn't stop screaming. I was out of control, screaming, what have I done? What have I done? I couldn't stop screaming. It was terrible. Yeah. Eventually, I calmed down. Um, yeah, it was a very, very horrible time. It was like I was going through my hell and then going through her hell as well. Like taking on both worlds. In the end, I kind of didn't need her anymore. I sort of learned about her and learned about her world, and I just felt there's no real need for her anymore. I sort of just went to heaven by myself. I didn't need her to take me to heaven. So my spirit powered up, like super powered, and I kind of got over all my problems and just moved on, went to heaven by myself. So which I don't know whether that's better or worse. Whether it's better to have it all for yourself, or whether it's better to share with someone. Maybe it's no different. Because you're sort of heaven. You don't really need to get married. You're just in love with everyone. So marriage is sort of more of an earthly sort of rite of passage to heaven, because you have to prove that you're faithful to someone. Whereas I just proved I was faithful to everyone, and earth and nature and animals and God and the sky and the universe. I was faithful to the whole working of life. So that's what sent my spirit to heaven, I suppose. And for me, like, it's not like I'm in a different world. I'm still here on earth, but my spirit's gone to heaven. So one day I'll actually be in that other universe or other place. It's sort of a promise. So I've proven that I'm a good person. So I just know I can see it there. Like I can see what heaven is from here. So it's a long journey there, I suppose. But it's like you don't have to try to save yourself anymore. You know you're sort of protected in a way. So you can do anything other people can do on Earth, but you know you won't do all the evil stuff that life throws at you. You know. So there must still be people out there get their nose out of joint, things I say, or but that's their problem. You see, that's their reaction, and that's where they're at in life. I know I've never really done or said anything wrong. I've just said an opinion. You can take it one way or the other. It doesn't matter. It's up to you how you take those words. You know. So um, some people aren't quite mature enough to understand what some people who have progressed this far in life like I have. You know, like I've progressed a long way through a lot of trials and tribulations and successes and failures, and I've come through like a baptism of fire, and other people aren't sort of mature enough to understand probably some of the things I talk about. So they think, oh, he's a dickhead or whatever, or, you know, write me off straight away or whatever else. But they haven't realised that everything I'm saying is pure gold, you know. So they have to sort of understand where I'm coming from. You have to sort of almost go through a whole lot of shit in your life to understand some of the opinions I have and how valuable they are, and respecting them and not trying to plagiarize them or, you know, steal them for yourself. You should respect people's work and always validate them and always give them credit, you know, for what they do. When you don't, well, things happen to balance the world, you know, to balance that work. So just a warning, you know, you shouldn't go around just stealing things. You can just take what you want from the world, because, you know, it's a world that we share. It's not just one person's world or one person's thing, or, you know, we all have our own stuff, and might be sharing what we know, but you should always give people credit for what they've said or done, or just my opinion. I just don't like the way the internet's administered, you know, where you just think it's just a free-for-all, and, you know, first and best dressed, and, you know, you can take what you want and steal what you want, and because there might be someone out there giving their heart and soul to the world, and someone's stealing it all and not giving them credit, and they're missing out on all the work they've done, you know. So I just think it's really cruel sort of system, the way it's set up. But anyway, one day we'll see the light. And we'll be like, oh, okay, that's how we should have done it. Oh, okay, well, Evan was probably right, wasn't he? All right, have a good day.